All of you are welcome in SS Paramedical and Apex Paramedical online classes. Hospitals and colleges of pathology have museums technique purposes, illustrating specimens of rarity, permanent source of histologic material and for gross and microscopic photography. Basic museum techniques. Any specimens for museum are handled by following steps: reception, preparation, fixation, restoration, mounting the specimens, presentation. Reception of the specimen. Any specimen received in the museum should be recorded in a reception book and given a number followed. The will stay with specimen even after it is catalogued in its respective place. The number is written on type label in indelible ink and is firmly attached or stitched to the specimen. The reception book should contain all necessary information about the specimen, clinical, gross and microscopic findings. Preparation of the specimen. An ideal specimen is received fresh in unfixed state. However, it is mostly obtained from pathology laboratory after being examined, thus will already be formalin fixed. If planning to use a specimen for museum, part of it can be kept without disturbing for museum. In kidney it can be bisected and one half kept aside for museum. Fixation of the specimen. The objective of fixation is to preserve cells and tissue constituents in as close a lifelike state as possible and to allow them to undergo further preparative procedures without change. Fixation arrests autolysis and bacterial decomposition and stabilizes the cellular and tissue constituents. The fixatives used in museums all over the world are based on formalin fixative technique and are derived from Kaeseling technique and his modifications. Kaeseling recommended that the initial fixation be a neutral formalin K solution and then transferred to a final preserving glycerin solution, KIII, for long-term display. Color preservation is also maintained with these solutions. Fixation of specimen. The specimen needs to be kept in a large enough container which can accommodate specimen along with 3 to 4 times volume of fixative. Specimen is stored in the Kaeseling I solution for 1 month depending on the size of the specimen. The specimen should not rest on bottom or an artificial flat surface will be produced on hardening due to fixation. Kaeseling I solution. Formalin 1L. Potassium acetate 45 grams. Potassium nitrate 25 grams. Distilled water make up to 10 liters. Restoration of specimen. It is required to restore the specimens as they lose their natural color on fixation. The recommended method is the Kaeseling II method. It involves removing the specimen, washing it in running water and transferring to 95% alcohol for 10 minutes to 1 hour depending on the size of specimen. The specimen is then kept and observed for color change for around 1 to 1.5 hours. After this step, specimen is ready for preservation. Mounting the specimens. To support the specimen within its jar, it is attached to the specimen plate or rectangular bench